Well, if you came to this video, then at some point in your life you must have been in a fight. And maybe that time you even got beaten up. But if you watch this video completely, I can assure you that from now on you will never lose a fight. In this video I will tell you about 5 moves that if you learn them, then even if you are alone in the fight, no one can defeat you. Well, first understand that you should not learn these moves only for normal fights. Let's suppose you are out somewhere with your girlfriend, and some guys start disturbing her, then what will you do? Of course you won't be able to do anything because you never learned how to fight. In that case you have 2 situations left. Either you fight them and get beaten up, or you run away. And in both cases what will happen is that you will lose your respect, and along with that your girlfriend will also lose respect for you, and in that case she might even leave you. And the same situations can also happen with your sister or even your mother. Now when you are ready to learn these moves, then watch this video carefully. Move number 1 is punch. Punch is a very easy and effective move if you do it correctly. But you should not punch like you see in UFC, because that is a ring fight, and here you will be in a street fight. You should always punch your opponent on a sensitive spot like the chest or jaw, because if you hit in those spots your opponent will get a lot of damage, and maybe he can even get knocked out in one punch. You must always remember that while doing this punch you should not take your hand backwards, and you should not try to put your full potential and power in it, because if you do so then maybe your opponent can catch your reaction and attack you first. And if there are more than one opponent, then you already know what will happen to you. Now you will ask that if we don't use our full potential, then how will the opponent get damage? So let me explain. First, keep your body very calm and loose, and as soon as you get the chance, throw the punch straight away, and always remember you have to do it very quickly. But if your punch has no strength, then of course the opponent will not get damage. Now when you have done the first attack, then you know what will happen next, so you must practice this punch. For that you can fill rice in a tub and slowly punch it, and later increase your speed. And when you feel like your punch has become strong, then you can practice on a wall. But be careful not to break your hands. Move number 2 is back spinning elbow strike. This is a little advanced move. For example, your opponent attacks you and you defend it. After defending, you rotate your body fully and throw an elbow strike on his jaw or back of his head. Remember, this strike is also very powerful and effective. With its help your opponent can be knocked out in a single move. Overall, if you rotate your whole body while doing it, then of course it will have a lot of potential. But for this move you must practice. Because without practice you cannot perform it. And for this move you also need stretching. Overall, your whole body must stay stretched properly, only then you can perform this move well. Move number 3 is kick. Just like you hit under your opponent, but while hitting you must also rotate your full body. If you can generate good power in this kick, then you can finish the fight right there, because after this kick your opponent will not even be able to walk. Again, to perform this kick your whole body must be flexible, and that's why I said you must also do stretching if you want to perform these moves. If you don't even know how to stretch, then you should start slowly by hitting your legs on some soft surface and then keep improving, because always remember practice makes perfect. Move number 4 and most important. Well, in this video I already told you about moves, but if you don't understand what I am going to tell you now, then all the moves will be of no use. So let me explain with a real street fight example from my life. Once me and my friend were coming back from school, and suddenly 4 boys came from behind and grabbed my collar. At that time I was fully surprised at why this thing was happening to me while I had no fault there. But now listen carefully to what I will say. In that situation I was not scared at all, because I had confidence in myself and I used to practice these moves regularly. Now I could see that their intention was to beat me, because they had already tightened their fists. So before they could hit me I attacked them, and as soon as I put 2 of my opponents down I saw a way to escape and I ran from there. Now some people will say that if you could beat those 4, then why did you escape? So understand this carefully. If by mistake they had surrounded me or attacked me with a bracelet or something, and if by mistake that bracelet hit me in a sensitive spot, then just because of one normal street fight I could have ruined my whole future. From these things I only want to explain to you that during a street fight you should never be scared, and as soon as you get the chance escape from there. Because my friends, fighting never does any good to anyone. And remember, you should use these moves only when you are sure that the opponent's intention is to hit you. You should never attack first. But if you realize that the opponent will surely hit you, then before he does anything you should attack and then escape. And as much as possible try to avoid fights. And you think knowing a few fight moves makes you undefeatable? That's the biggest lie weak men tell themselves. The truth is, without a beast body, every fight you step into is already lost. Most people will click away now and stay average forever. But if you're not like them, if you're the rare one who refuses to be weak, then prove it. Watch my previous video on building a beast body at home with calisthenics. Click here to watch. Because once you miss this, there's no going back.